What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Roost Studios Tekkit 1.2.9G, and this is episode 18. Pretty sure it's 18. And I'm down in the mine shaft here because I thought we'd just have a quick look at our see what our lava situation's at, where we put our pump to gather lava, and which is down here. I want to have a quick look at it. I thought I'd have a quick look and see what's going on, and yeah. That used to all be lava, so that's all gone. And let's have a look over here, and oh dear, we are plumb out of lava. So we need to sort our lava situation out, our power situation out, rather early. It's pumping away early, and it's sucked it all dry. Mind you, we've been running quite a few machines with it as well. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather stuff together. And we're going to go into the nether, and we're going to set up a pumping station in the nether so that we won't ever run out of lava again until such time as we get our reactors running. So this is all pretty pointless here, so let's pick all this up. Duck down and get it. Okay. Heap of goodies here. But what I really need to do is get myself squared away before I run out of lava. There, just head out of here. Because there's still lava in the lines, and that'll keep going, and it'll still run everything until such time as it is all used up, and we can no longer go any further. So we'll get ourselves sorted out now. So I'll head up top and get into the nether where we can set up our pumping station, and I'll show you how to do that so that it all connects back up and we get a even bigger pool of lava to play with. Okay, let's we'll grab some bricks while we've still got some power. Alright, we're off to the nether to get our pumping. Oh, we need to make a, hopefully got enough, need to make a chunk loader. So a chunk loader is made up of this one here. Gold, enchantment table, and ender pearl. So I'll just whip that up. Let's see now. That's some gold and a pearl. Okay, that's good. So now we're off to the nether. We need a chunk loader to keep this thing, this area loaded, so that it keeps feeding us lava. So I'll just head into here. Just let it load up a little bit. There we go. And we're not going to run out of this pool anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is just make myself a little platform, a reasonable way out, not too far. That should do it. And then just about a 5 or a 7 by 7, I think. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we'll build these walls up here, because we will need to. I want to box this in, because when we do start turning mobs on, the last thing I want is this to be blown up by a ghast. Okay, so simple matter now of putting the pump down. Put our 2 blocks either side here. We'll stick our ender tank on top. There it is. Because that seems to work quite well like that. And we'll turn our pistons on. Now while we're here, it will feed into the other area. But what we need to do is we need to plonk this chunk loader. I just put it down about here somewhere. And what this does is this will load up the chunks. Now what it shows, what it can do is you can actually expand the radius of it. You can make it a square or a radius, doesn't matter. And you can show lasers to see where it's actually loaded. So if we show lasers, you see it does a bit of a circle for you, and you can actually see where your boundary is. So you can see now when we look, come back here and have a look. Okay, you're pretty safe. That area there is what's going to stay loaded all the time now. You can make that bigger or smaller, it doesn't really matter, but that area stays there. So we're going to leave that pretty much as is. I might just expand this path because I don't like walking that close to lava. Okay, so now our ender tank's full. It's input. So let's go back to our base and have a look at our other ender tank and see what's going on with that now. See if that's helped. When you look around, you'll actually see, if we look a bit higher, we go up here, you might actually see a level starting to dissipate out here somewhere. A bit hard to see at the moment, but you'll see it'll start to take away a layer at a time. It won't take the whole ocean, it'll take a radius down, but it takes a long time for that radius to come down, because there's so much here. We'll check back at that later on, and we'll see how much lava gets used out of that. So let's go and check our base now. Okay, back at our base. Coming down here, we see now our lava is full again. So now we're filling up all of our fluid ducts again, and making sure that we have all of our lava in our magma dynamos. Look at this, it's still, wow, it's taking a lot of power. They're filling up again, so that's all good. Okay, that's good. So everything's hunky-dory. We're not going to run out of lava anytime soon again, and we've saved ourselves a lot of heartache in not accessing our gear. So that should be right now until we get our reactor happening. So where were we? We were going to make meat factory. We got things working on our meat factory. You can see this thing here. I moved it across a little bit because if we look just in here, we just plug it into that wire there, and it all worked fine. So that way I can still just hide the wiring, and it wasn't working before because I needed an interface here to actually bring out the meat ingots. Once we got all that working, she started plugging away, and over the short space of time that I've been away, it has made quite a lot of meat ingots. Right, so all we need to do with this now, we can eat that, but it's just like raw meat. So we just grab one of those, and we'll head back up into our smelting area. And up here, one of these we'll place, which one? They've all got nether rack in. Okay, that's all right. Let's take the nether rack out on one of them and just focus on this. So now it's going to place in there, all our ingots are going to go in there, and she's going to cook up our cooked meat ingots. So every time we make a raw meat ingot, it's going to go straight to the smelter and cook us some ingots, so that when we get hungry, we can hop in here, grab our meat whenever we like, There it is there, our cooked meat ingot, and that'll give us 5 health bars in one ingot. So it's 2 of those will fill you up quite nicely. Right, and that's our meat factory and mine cow factory all sorted out in one. Now, let me have a look at leather. We may have maybe we might be getting leather out of this too. Let's have a look at that. 237, maybe not. We'll keep an eye on that. 237. We may not be getting. Whoa! I made a path here too. Get ourselves down here quicker. See, our breeding stock's doing really well. Yeah, I don't think the slaughterhouse actually gives off leather, so we're losing leather, but that's okay. We'll just go into a mob farm, and when we turn our mobs on, zombie brains will give us heaps and heaps of leather anyway, so there's no problem there. Okay, and I'm going to cut this tutorial short there. So we set up a lava in the nether to power our system until we get our reactor happening, and we just explained a little bit about the meat factory and how that worked. So I hope you enjoyed it. Quick sideline. I hope to we'll get back into the next area of tutorials in the next episode. If you do like these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.